happy to actually do this. It's quite some time and it's good to be back. Thank God for the gift of life. And today my focus, can you imagine that a lot of things has been happening since COVID till now? Almost all business owners and businesses are now online. We are now in the virtual world because e-commerce is the order of the day. And today, what are we talking about? Okay, we are talking about the legal issues in e-commerce transactions. We are going to be discussing about some things that affect our online business owners. And this particular discussion that we are having is not like it doesn't affect other businesses. It does, but you know, there's this feeling that online business owners just feel like, okay, I don't have a shop, I don't have physical, there's some things that does not really matter. Some of the legal issues that is so important in e-commerce transaction for online business owner is data protection and vendors contracts. Yes, I know people like they've come on. There is this saying that where there is no law, there is no order. You know, it is very important so that things don't get out of hand. So I'll be discussing about data protection in e-commerce transaction and also vendors contract today under our overall head of legal issues in e-commerce transaction. You understand that about data, our personal data. Our personal data includes our names, address, telephone numbers, our IP address, photos, account information, health information, and so on. I don't think there is any online person, business owners, that will tell me that so far that you've been doing your business online, you've not requested for the phone number or the address, email. I just want to tell you that everyone is in this, so it is important for you to sit put and listen. According to the Nigerian Data Protection Regulation, which came into force in the year 2019, you know, established the fact that there's a need for data protection, especially for Nigerians, whether you are doing business online, whether you are doing business offline, whether you are in Nigeria or not. As far the business transaction involves Nigerians, the business is being regulated by the Nigerian Data Protection Regulation. So this provision is for you, that as a data collector and as a data storer, there is a responsibility that has been bestowed on you under this regulation to protect people's data that are in your custody. Prior to now, the Grand Norm, which is the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, specifically Section 37 of the Constitution, provided for right to privacy. So if me, as your customer, as giving you my data, you owe me to protect my data and my information that I've given you. So beyond you having the data, according to Section 2 of the regulation, it provides that you, the data storer and processor, must put measures in place so that my data that is in your custody does not fall into wrong hands, such as protecting it via your firewall, you are using websites, encryption code, and things that will be protected from hackers. And a step further, for you to even train all your staff to understand the implication of their actions and how to protect all the information in your custody. So, as a business owner, you must put measures in place so that all the information in your custody are protected. And also to protect you, the regulation also provides for policies that must be in place. For example, the privacy policy. The privacy policy should be, if you have a website, you have a blog, you have a page, it can clearly state the privacy policy, which will indicate the information you require from your customer why you require the information, and how you intend to protect such information. And if the customer agrees to everything that has been stated in the terms and conditions, then he can click the I agree button. And this will also protect you from your own part, and also ensure that you adhere to the how part, how you intend to protect all this information, so that at the end of the day, you will know you've done your own part. Also important for you to use the information for the reasons related the information in the first place. So the legal reason in which you've collected the information, that is what the information should be used for. So you shouldn't pass another person's information to a third party. Do you know this is beyond regulation? Because if your customer suffer any form of damage due to your neglect, due to your inaction, then you can be sued under civil wrong, and you can be sued by your customer. And at the end of the day, if the court find out that you are guilty, then damages will be awarded against you. So what becomes of your business and your image, your brand as a whole? So it is very important for you to do the needful and protect all information in your custody, and also agrees that there are terms and conditions that should be. Allow your clients, allow your customers to agree to those terms and conditions, so that you can also be at the safer side. You understand? And also, we'll talk about vendors contracts. A lot of times we always limit contractual obligations to offline business transactions, getting that even online transactions, even though you are not signing, you are not dotting rights and obligation that is bestowed on you as a seller or as a buyer or as any form of businesses that you are doing online, and you owe the other party to do the needful. So even for a vendor's contract, if you are into product selling, you should clearly indicate the quality of products that you are selling, indicate the amount, the mode of payment, or the ways in which the person can find out the prices. Your price can be fixed and it can be variable. So clearly indicate the mode, and also indicate the quality of what you are selling. Clearly indicate it. Indicate your terms of delivery, the mode of payment, the termination clause, which is also the exit clause. It can be bilateral or unilateral, and also confidentiality clause. All these things should be clearly stated in your vendor's contract, and it can be e-contract. That's the beauty of it. So as a product seller, don't just be in your comfort and just be selling. I've seen a lot of times that you assume you're paying for quality something, and you end up buying poor quality, But always remember, as a seller, put the range of the quality of what you are selling and the price. As a buyer, also don't be expecting quality for a very ridiculous amount of money. There's an obligation on the part of Mr. A and Mr. B, the buyer and the seller, to do the needful on the part. So e-commerce is regulated. It's not just what you just do. The same law that governs an offline business owner also govern and online businesses. So people, let's make sure that we do the needful. Run your business legally. Don't just run it as it comes. There is a need for compliance to relevant rules and regulations, so that at the end of the day, the brand that you've been trying to protect, to build over the years, you not doing the needful will not affect your image or affect your brand, or also affect you financially. Thank you for joining us today. Kindly continue to subscribe to this YouTube channel, share with your friends, share with your colleagues, share with your fellow entrepreneurs, and we are bringing different tips to you that will protect your business, for your business to run effectively and lawfully. Thank you for joining us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles at The Law and I on Facebook and on Instagram at The Law and I by Folakemi. See you next time. Bye.